Your car is sabotaging itself, and you're paying for it. After analyzing over 500 repair invoices, warranty claims, and mechanic interviews, the pattern is crystal clear. These 22 premium features aren't upgrades. They're expensive time bombs waiting to drain your wallet. Some cost $8,000 to fix, others leave you stranded on the highway. One feature on this list is so problematic that Tesla has quietly removed it from their latest models. If you want to avoid nightmare repair bills and keep your car running for 200,000 miles, don't skip around. Let's dive in. Number 22, Adaptive Cruise Control. Adaptive Cruise Control sounds like driving magic. Your car automatically maintains a distance from traffic ahead. But here's what dealerships don't tell you. Those radar sensors are sitting ducks for road debris, weather, and simple wear. One rock chip to the front sensor and your $2,000 system becomes a paperweight. Worse, many systems shut down completely in heavy rain or snow, exactly when you need them most. The sensors get dirty, misaligned, or confused by shadows, and suddenly you're hitting the brakes for no reason or tailgating without warning. Mercedes, BMW, and Audi owners know this pain well. When these systems fail, you're not just losing a convenience feature, you're facing a repair bill that could buy you a decent used car. The technology isn't mature enough for daily reliability, but it's mature enough to empty your bank account. Number 21, wireless phone charging pads. That glowing charging pad in your console isn't the future. It's a heat generator disguised as convenience. Wireless charging creates significant heat, and in a car's already hot interior, that heat becomes your phone's worst enemy. Your battery degrades faster, your phone overheats, and the charging is so slow you'll still need cables anyway. But here's the real kicker. The charging pad itself fails constantly. The coils burn out, the sensors go haywire, and suddenly your premium feature becomes a useless plastic tray. Toyota, Honda, and GM have all issued service bulletins for overheating charging pads. Some even caught fire. You're literally paying extra for a feature that could cook your phone and potentially torch your interior. Number 20. Auto start-stop systems. Every time you stop at a red light, your engine dies. Every time the light turns green, it struggles back to life. Auto start-stop systems sound eco-friendly, but they're reliability killers in disguise. Here's what happens every time your engine shuts off. Oil pressure drops to 0. The starter motor takes a beating and your battery gets hammered. In stop-and-go traffic, this cycle repeats hundreds of times per drive. The result? Batteries die 40% faster, starters burn out prematurely, and engine wear accelerates. Consumer Reports found that cars with start-stop systems need expensive AGM batteries that cost 3 times more than regular ones. Ford, Chevy, and Ram owners report starter replacements before 60,000 miles, something that used to last 150,000 miles in the old days. The cruel irony, this system wasn't designed to save you money, it was built to help manufacturers pass emissions tests. You get the repair bills while they get regulatory compliance. Number 19, panoramic sunroofs. That massive glass roof looks amazing in the showroom, but it's a structural nightmare waiting to happen. Panoramic sunroofs require cutting a giant hole in your car's strongest part, the roof, then trying to maintain rigidity with complex reinforcement. The result? Increased flex, reduced crash protection, and a leak-prone seal system that spans the entire roof length. When, not if, it starts leaking, water finds its way into electronics, causing electrical gremlins that can plague your car for years. BMW, Audi, and Mercedes owners spend thousands on sunroof repairs. The mechanisms jam, the glass shatters from thermal stress, and the drainage systems clog, turning your luxury feature into an indoor swimming pool. Even worse, that giant sheet of glass makes your car a greenhouse in summer and an icebox in winter, forcing your climate control to work overtime and reducing fuel efficiency. Number 18, digital door handles. Tesla made them famous, but now everyone's jumping on the flush door handle bandwagon. These motorized handles look sleek when they work, but they're mechanical nightmares when they don't. In freezing weather, they ice up and refuse to extend. In hot weather, the motors overheat and die. When the battery dies, and it will, you're literally locked out of your own car. Some Tesla owners carry crowbars just to get inside when the handles fail. The replacement cost, often over $1,000 per handle, and you've got 4 of them. Traditional door handles have worked flawlessly for for a century. These improvements solve a problem that never existed while creating expensive new ones. Number 17, lane keeping. Assist your car suddenly jerks the wheel, fighting your every move like it's possessed. Welcome to Lane Keeping Assist, the feature that thinks it knows better than you do. These systems can't tell the difference between construction zones, faded lines, or normal driving situations. They overreact to shadows, panic at road debris, and wrestle control away from you at the worst possible moments. The sensors are expensive, the calibration is finicky, and when they malfunction, they don't fail quietly. They actively fight against your driving inputs, creating dangerous situations instead of preventing them. A simple windshield replacement can throw off the entire system, requiring expensive recalibration that many shops can't even perform. Number 16, touch-sensitive climate controls. Remember when adjusting the air conditioning meant turning a knob? Now you need to navigate through 3 menu screens just to defog your windshield. Touch-sensitive climate controls have turned basic car functions into smartphone puzzles. These systems fail spectacularly. The screens crack, the sensors go dead, and suddenly you can't control your car's basic comfort features. In winter, that means no heat. In summer, no AC. Always, it means expensive repairs and frustrated drivers. Mercedes, Cadillac, and Lincoln owners know this pain intimately. What used to be a $20 knob replacement is now a $2,000 computer module replacement. Progress has never been so expensive or unreliable. Number 15, active grille shutters. Your car's grille now has motorized louvers that open and close to manage airflow. When they work, they might improve fuel economy by 2%. When they fail, and they do constantly, they can cause your engine to overheat or run inefficiently. The motor seizes, the plastic breaks, and road debris jams the mechanism. Ford, GM, and Ram trucks are notorious for grille shutter failures that leave owners with check engine lights and reduced performance. You're paying extra for a complex system that delivers minimal benefits while adding significant reliability risks. It's engineering complexity for complexity's sake. Number 14, electronic parking brakes. The simple handbrake lever has been replaced by a tiny button that controls motors, sensors, and actuators. When this system works, it's convenient. When it fails, you're trapped. Electronic parking brakes can seize, leaving your car immobile. They can fail to engage on hills, letting your car roll away. In cold weather, they freeze solid. When the battery dies, many won't release at all. Volkswagen, BMW, and Audi owners regularly face $800 to $1,500 repair bills for parking brake actuator failures. A mechanical lever that worked perfectly for decades has been replaced by an expensive electronic system that fails regularly and costs a fortune to fix. Number 13, cylinder deactivation. Your V8 engine turns into a V4 while driving to save fuel. Sounds smart until the lifters collapse, the valves burn, or the oil system gets contaminated. Cylinder deactivation is fuel-saving technology that often destroys engines. GM's AFM system has a legendary reputation for failure. Ram's multi-displacement system isn't much better. These systems shut off cylinders randomly, creating uneven wear, oil flow problems, and catastrophic engine damage that costs more than the truck is worth. Honda's VCM system causes premature engine wear. Ford's version creates timing chain problems. The fuel savings are minimal, but the repair costs are massive. You might save $200 a year in gas, but spend $8,000 on engine replace. Number 12. Turbocharger's forced induction sounds exciting until your turbo starts whistling, smoking, or grinding at highway speeds. Turbocharged engines run hotter, work harder, and fail more often than naturally aspirated engines. The turbo itself is just the beginning. These engines stress gaskets, cook oil, and push cooling systems beyond their limits. When one component fails, it often takes others with it. A simple oil change becomes critical maintenance because turbo engines are unforgiving of neglect. BMW's N54 engine, Ford's EcoBoost line, and Hyundai's turbo motors all have expensive reliability issues. You get a few extra horsepower for a few years, then face repair bills details that exceed the car's value. Number 11. CVT transmissions. Continuously variable transmissions promise smooth, efficient power delivery. Instead, they deliver jerky acceleration, weird noises, and catastrophic failures that leave you stranded. Nissan's CVT reputation is so bad, it's become a running joke. The belt and pulley system overheats, slips, and fails spectacularly. When it goes, you're facing a $4,000+ replacement bill on a car that might only be worth $6,000. Subaru, Honda, and Mitsubishi have had their own CVT disasters. These transmissions can't handle real-world driving conditions and fail at mileages where traditional automatics are just getting broken in. Number 10. Direct injection engines. Fuel injected directly into the cylinders sounds like efficiency perfection. The reality is carbon buildup, intake valve damage, and expensive cleaning procedures that traditional port injection never needed. Without fuel washing over the intake valves, carbon deposits build up like concrete. Your engine loses power, develops misfires, and eventually needs expensive walnut blasting to clean the crud off the valves. BMW, Audi, and VW owners know this process well. It costs $800 to $1,200 every 60,000 miles. The fuel efficiency gains disappear when you factor in the mandatory carbon cleaning costs. Number 9. Dual clutch transmissions. 2 clutches should be better than 1, right? Wrong. Dual clutch transmissions are racing technology forced into daily driving situations where they don't belong. Ford's PowerShift DCT became a class action lawsuit waiting to happen. Hyundai and Kia's dual clutch systems stutter, jerk, and fail in stop-and-go traffic. These transmissions overheat in parking lots and shudder at low speeds. When they fail, and they do regularly, replacement costs rival the car's value. You get Formula One technology with Formula One maintenance costs and reliability issue. Number 8. Air suspension systems. Floating on air sounds luxurious until you're stranded on deflated bags. Air suspension replaces reliable steel springs with rubber bladders, compressors, and sensors that fail constantly. One small leak deflates your entire ride height. The compressor works overtime, trying to maintain pressure until it burns out. Mercedes, BMW, and Range Rover owners regularly face $3,000 to $5,000 suspension rebuilds. The ride quality is amazing when it works, but when it fails, your luxury car becomes an expensive paperweight that can't even be driven to the repair shop. Number 7. Adaptive headlights. Headlights that turn with your steering wheel sound like a brilliant idea. In practice, they're complex mechanical systems that fail expensively and often leave you driving in the dark. The motors burn out, the sensors malfunction, and suddenly your headlights are pointing at the trees instead of the road. BMW, Audi, and Mercedes owners regularly face 2,000+ headlight repairs for systems that worked fine as fixed lights for decades. When they fail, they don't just stop moving. They often stick in bizarre positions that make night driving dangerous. Number 6. Keyless entry and push-button start. No more fumbling with keys sounds convenient until you're locked out of your running car because the system couldn't find the fob in your pocket. Keyless systems add complexity, reduce security, and create expensive problems. Relay attacks allow thieves to steal cars without breaking anything. The fobs cost $400 plus to replace and die regularly. When the system malfunctions, you can't start your car even with the fob in your hand. Traditional keys worked for 100 years without drama. These improvements create theft opportunities and reliability problems that never existed before. Number 5. Gesture control. Wave your hand to skip songs or adjust volume when it works. Most of the time, you're flailing around like you're directing traffic while your car randomly changes settings. These systems can't tell the difference between intentional gestures and normal driving movements. Adjust your rear view mirror and suddenly your radio volume is maxed out. Scratch your head and skip 3 songs. BMW pioneered this technology and most owners turn it off immediately. It's a solution looking for a problem that adds cost, complexity, and frustration. Number 4. Voice recognition. Call Mom becomes Calling Monster Truck Rally with most voice recognition systems. These features sound futuristic, but work about as well as a drunk translator. The systems struggle with accents, background noise, and normal speech patterns. You end up yelling commands like an angry drill sergeant, only to have the car do the opposite of what you wanted. In emergency situations, when you need the system to work perfectly, it's most likely to fail completely. Critical safety features shouldn't require perfect pronunciation and complete silence to function. Number 3. Touchscreen everything. Touchscreens have invaded every aspect of car control, turning simple tasks into dangerous digital hunting expeditions. Want to adjust the heat? Navigate 3 menu screens while doing 70 miles per hour. These screens crack, freeze, and fail completely. When they die, you lose climate control, radio, backup camera, and sometimes even your speedometer. Tesla owners know this nightmare well. A screen failure means your car is basically undrivable. Physical buttons and knobs work by feel and never need software updates. Touchscreens require taking your eyes off the road and cross your fingers that the software doesn't crash. Number 2. Automatic parking systems. Your car can parallel park itself. When the conditions are perfect, the sensors are clean, and the software is feeling cooperative. The rest of the time, it's an expensive way to bump into things. These systems work in ideal conditions, but fail in real-world situations. They can't handle snow, dirt, or unusual parking spaces. When they malfunction, they can crash your car into obstacles while you watch helplessly. The sensors are expensive, the calibration is finicky, and the system makes you a worse driver by removing basic skills you should maintain. Number 1. Digital instrument clusters. Your speedometer is now a computer screen that can fail, freeze, or display completely wrong information. What used to be a simple mechanical gauge is now a complex digital system with dozens of failure points. When these clusters fail, you're driving blind. No speed, no fuel level, no warning lights. The screens crack, the processors overheat, and software bugs cause bizarre displays that make no sense. Mercedes, BMW, and Audi owners regularly face $2,000 to $4,000 bills for instrument cluster failures. A speedometer that should last the life of the car now needs replacement like a smartphone. The most reliable cars ever built had simple analog gauges that worked for decades without maintenance. We've replaced that reliability with expensive digital complexity that fails regularly and costs a fortune to fix. Well, there you have it. These 22 features represent billions of dollars in unnecessary repair costs and countless hours of frustration for drivers worldwide. Car manufacturers market them as improvements, but they're often reliability destroyers that turn simple systems into complex failure points. The most dependable cars focus on proven technology and avoid unnecessary complexity. While these features might impress in the showroom, they'll disappoint in your driveway and devastate your wallet at the repair shop. Remember, the best car is one that gets you where you need to go without drama or surprise repair bills. Sometimes the most advanced technology isn't the most reliable technology. Thanks for watching Gear Rev. Hit that subscribe button if this saved you from a costly mistake, and I'll see you in the next one.